Of Plugged In Chatham-Kent, your business podcast by Chatham-Kent Economic Development. Today, you've got myself, Andrew Thompson, marketing and communications person for economic development. Beside me, we have Rosemary. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Rosemary Montgomery, Economic Development Officer for Economic Development, Municipality of Chatham-Kent.
You're an intern here. New, right?
Brand new.
Brand new.
11 years brand new.
11 years brand new. Yes, it's wonderful. And Pat, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Pat Whalen, Director of 482 North.
Awesome. And actually, you guys are fairly new. You haven't even had a grand opening yet, have you?
No. There's been some support and documents created. That's what I like to do, right? Lots of documents.
Lots of documents. Even my understanding is so busy that you can't have a grand opening, which I think is awesome.
It's been fortunate.
Fortunate
in that way.
Yeah. I'm not trying to jab a little bit.
No, we had a soft launch a while ago that was just for friends and family, and I guess that was our opening.
That's fair. Hey, you know what? If you're busy and you don't have time for that stuff, that's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
So, cool. We're gonna get going, and I know today it's gonna be a quick session. Do you want to tell us a bit about your business? What is your business now that we've bragged about the fact you're so busy you don't have to?
482 North is an integrated marketing business.
Okay.
Now, that sounds really complicated, but really what it means is it's just a one-stop shop.
That's fair.
So as a marketing coordinator or a business owner, a lot of time and energy gets put into project management, as I'm sure both of you know, that can eat up a lot of time coordinating your projects, calling people back, making sure that people, that's literally your job, isn't it? Yeah. So with 482 North, what we do is we take all of the parts of a marketing campaign from strategy, content development, graphic design, all of these things to the actual delivery and implementation and put it all in one spot. So instead of calling 5 different people, you call one person. That's me. Call me.
You touch on that strategy piece because that's something that people tend to ignore. I like it when you just see execution, but without that other piece, and you never run into that, right? The businesses executing before they actually plan, right? You might preach that a little bit.
I preach it a little bit. 1 year strategy at a minimum.
1 year.
Yeah,
what are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on strategy?
So strategy is it's interesting because we started as a production company, as a content company. So myself, coming from a background of photography and actually worked in show business for over a decade, and my business partner Chris Lewis worked in film and production across the world, actually, including Germany, Hawaii, and all these different places. So we started building content together, and we'd build these beautiful movies, these and photos and things, and pass them off to people, and watch these companies, which are well intended. We'd watch them just take our content and let it slowly die. They do the whole put it on YouTube and get 35 views, which is the friend and family number.
Yeah.
And this thing that they paid good money for, which is a good product, fade away. So we asked ourselves in the incubation of 482 North was trying to figure out how we can push our content to get more views, push our content to be more useful, more engaging. And through that process, we discovered the integrated marketing approach, which is discovering why people want to create content in the first place, figuring out which content to use depending on those goals, and then again finding out how to deliver that content based on the goals that they had brought to us. So we've created this streamlined strategy based on content, how to utilize content correctly for your goals.
So that it doesn't just sit there and rot.
I'm telling you, so many things I've done, so many beautiful pieces that I've handed off to people that people have paid me good money to sit there and just pour my heart into. And maybe I'm a little bit too, actually no, I don't. I love everything I do. But it's, and to see it not thrive and to see the people, I want to see those people, those businesses get what they put into it.
I'm going to tell a bit of a personal story on this one.
Sure.
When I arrived at this department about a year ago, I'm used to that background of having created a wonderful piece.
Yeah, you know about all this. I feel like you and I have some similarities,
yeah,
right?
I appreciate that. It sits on a shelf, and then one day you go in and you go, oh, well, it's all out of date. Let's just take that and we'll shred that and we'll make another beautiful piece and put it right up on the shelf. I think it was start of January when you said, Rose said to me, I would need some help with some packages and creating some packages. And I went, oh yeah, you need some help making some packages. And what was it, 2 months later? We made 40 of them. I thought 40 would be enough. Not even 2 months. A month later, February, she goes, okay, we're out. They're all gone. I'm like, what? Hasn't even been 30 days. Like, what's going on? I don't know. How many have we got out there now? 200 maybe? 200. Yeah. And we made 300 not too long ago, right? I love... That's the difference here, is that it's not, there isn't stale content. There isn't time to be. It's let's produce this, get this going, and it's out the door.
And the next level of that, and this may be where you guys are headed.
Yeah.
But for us is not only having it out there and having it have the product and content doing its job.
Yeah.
But measuring exactly how it is engaging people.
Yeah.
And then you can use that information for your next campaign.
Absolutely.
And target and get even more engagement and do your A/B testing and everything like that.
What sort of measurements are you using? What do you use? What do you do?
So we use a lot of our programs and software are based on Google Analytics.
Okay.
So and there's other. I mean, you can do like.
Not to put you on the spot.
No.
or anything.
I'm trying to figure out how to explain it without like riddling into the.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So a lot of it is based on Google Analytic platforms and using technology to access as many of that as much of that information as possible. So you can use. So here's the key: is a lot of people think, well, okay, he just does digital marketing, but in reality, you can do that with paper flyers. You can do that with phone calls, and there's a way that we've done calling campaigns for people and still measured where, when, what time, who, and all those demographics from this phone calling campaigns. So that you can get more information, have it be more successful in the future. That's awesome. We kind of roll into the advertising as well in that respect.
Cool. Do you have any questions you want to throw at them? I've got all kinds, but what are you thinking? What are you thinking right now?
I think it's interesting how many different types of clients you have, different sizes of business, different industries, different countries. If you could share a little bit about some of your clientele.
Yeah, the beauty of our integrated marketing approach is that it applies across multiple platforms. You can use an integrated marketing approach for a business itself and business goals, specific campaigns, right down to product, service, your own brand, and all of these things. So it's where a lot of companies might peg themselves as a brewery marketing, restaurant marketing company. With this, it's all the same. It's all the same algorithm. It's all the same. What's the word I'm looking for when you do equation?
Okay. Yeah.
Right. It's the same equation. You can plug those numbers into that equation and come out with the same successful answer. So from working with Sons of Kent Brewing here and doing their marketing, and of course we have to adjust the content that we create and where we deliver it.
Sure.
Right, but it could be the same as our working with Fortis Group out of Windsor, a large construction company, that works across Ontario.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just was thinking about that. You're talking about the different pieces. I want to thank you, before I forget, for the drone footage you sent over of the one of the fields you were shooting some footage in. So before I forget, there aren't many people around who can do this sort of stuff properly right now.
Yeah.
And so thank you. It looks really good. I don't know if you saw the footage.
I did.
It's
amazing. I love it.
Isn't it cool? Yeah, I shared that on the We Grow for the World brand, and it's had great pickup. So
that's good.
Other people out there are thanking you by following and sharing.
Yeah,
and
represent.
So
I'm proud.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
I say as a guy from Halifax, but that's kind of Chatham's MO, isn't it?
It's fine. Yeah. I think a lot of people from somewhere else in Chatham right about now, and they're coming. We're connecting people.
That's mostly because of me. I'm not gonna lie.
It's fair.
Bring everybody.
That's fair. I'm not gonna edit that out. So, what's the kind of success are you seeing? What's going on?
So since so we had some fairly large clients as the company that preceded 42 North, Miles Media, including Fortis Group. But we were able to take these clients who we were developing strictly content for and turn them into marketing clients, which I think has been the biggest leap forward with this new branding.
Great.
So these clients that we've seen, like Fortis Group, we went from doing a couple photos, a video here and there for a smaller company, to doing their marketing. I work with their marketing team to provide content that gets distributed across Ontario. including working with some companies out of Toronto, head office in Toronto, like Amex. We did some email newsletter marketing for Amex, which was a pretty good gig. So we were able to take some of our Integris, Union Gas, Enbridge. So a lot of these guys we work with, including some awesome smaller companies like Ag Invest, which is a great company you guys know.
Yep.
That were a smaller company with a couple employees that were connecting investors around the world with local landowners, farm owners. And the biggest issue for those guys was I love this company because it's such a cool story. So they were working to make these connections, and of course they were limited to just manpower and foot traffic, walking around talking to people, doing these great presentations. But we were able to take their small website, which was functioning as like a portfolio, and develop take their sales funnel, inject it into this website, and also start broadcasting advertising into the heart of Toronto. He gave us a list of people who he wanted to get this message to, and we put our ads into those specific areas, geo-fenced off those areas, found what time that they were, going to be busy, when they weren't, when their lunch breaks, and then put those ads exactly in those times to really try to push his product and his brand into the heart of a Toronto market while being right here in Chatham-Kent.
Yeah.
So I think that that's a really cool kind of idea of what we were able to do for people.
You're getting into that world of knowing more about the person that you're marketing to than they know about themselves, right?
It gets just the information that we can pull from. I mean, everybody knows it's the he who holds the information holds the power. The data holds the power. It's and it's wild what kind of information we can pull. It's accessible to everybody.
Yeah. It's terrifying and exciting. It
is, yeah. It's great, to be for businesses to be able to harness that information, and also kind of scary when you have your Alexa on and they start playing music and you didn't ask it to. Yeah, I didn't even know I wanted to listen to this song. I'll buy 3.
We should start yelling out Alexa and Hey Siri. Everybody who's listening right now.
I was at the office doing some work, and all of a sudden "Man in the Mirror" by Michael Jackson started playing, and it was kind of eerie with that like piano solo on the start. Yeah,
that's awesome. What else is going on? Anything else going on?
What is going on
Yeah.
with us? I think we're at the point right now in our business where it's an amazing point. We've kind of got to really achieved a lot in a short period of time, in a couple of years, and we're taking a look at our business plan again. And I always encourage businesses to take a look at their business plan and really affirm those goals that you have and measurable goals, and really taking a look at where we're headed, where we thought we were going to head, and then where we're going right now. And a lot of the work we're doing, has been out of Toronto, and still having a lot of business here, but moving into the Windsor and London and having success.
Oh, great.
So it's really paring down the deliverables that we're sending off and making sure that we're conveying the right idea of who we are and what we do.
That's fair. So this podcast, for those watching it, obviously are watching it real time live for them, not live, but live for them. This is actually going to go out on Friday, the second, yeah. Which meant that yesterday, the 31st, we just held our League of Business social event in Blenheim. I don't know if you've heard about it, if you're going to go, what your thoughts are. We're doing a bit of a social mixer. I don't know if you've heard of this.
League of Business.
Yeah, you got it.
You
like even
that.
said it right.
That guy with voice. Welcome to the League of Business. Anywhere where I can wear a cape, I will show up.
You can wear a cape. Yeah.
No, I was just at the Workforce Supercharger in Blenheim at the golf course, the WR Willridge, which was excellent. It was very interesting, a very informative activity for business and retention of staff and employees, which is a big one.
You're scaling up a little bit, right?
Yeah, we've been scaling up recently, and we're continuously looking. And I don't say this in a derogatory way, but surprisingly, have found some really great talent. Because I'm a huge advocate of the tech sector and bringing the tech sector
Yeah.
to Chatham. And I've been working with We Tech Alliance out of Windsor, as well as ECDev, holding events like the Tech Night,
yeah.
right, at our facility, at our studio, our video studio in Blenheim, in order to encourage and show people in Chatham the benefit of technology in this area.
Yep. Yeah.
And working in this area.
Maybe we should have a League of Business Tech Night.
Yes.
Yes.
Lightning bolts.
I'm excited to find out what have already happened, but will happen next week. But speaking as though it was the
We're
past.
also time travelers.
Yeah, we're time travelers. It's the best. We're going to do a speed dating session. So
No way.
Business speed dating. So that's what's going to happen.
You guys send me that
So
invite and I'll show
I
up.
will send it over to you. It's
right.
going to be we got quite a few people registered. We're going to be there. It's at the golf course. So
Willow Ridge again?
Willow Ridge. Yeah, we're going to
Beauty.
go up.
It's
We'll
a
go
great
up
venue.
the upstairs and do a speed dating thing. Are you going to the? You're going. Yeah. Okay.
I'll be there.
Business
Sure.
speed dating.
Business
speed dating.
Business.
Business speed dating. Yes. In case your husband's
Maybe
watching
also
this.
dating. Maybe also dating. We don't know. Maybe someone's there looking for love.
You know what? Why not?
ECDev connects business and lovers.
Hey, it's an open event. Anyone's invited. So you know.
Oh my gosh, I think you guys get your marketing all wrong.
Yeah. No. We got it right. We got it right. The others can. The plenty of fishes of the world can have that. But sorry, that should be a swipe or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm out of
Tinder.
it. I'm out of the game.
Grindr,
Swipe left.
whatever it is.
Yeah, you know, you're in it, right?
So the League of Business
Yeah.
is Wednesday, July 31st at
31st.
Willow Ridge.
Yeah. That's the day before this podcast is live.
Right.
So yeah,
Gotcha.
we're time traveling.
Oh, right, so we can't really push
Yeah.
it right now, can
And
we?
then,
Yeah.
and then there's another one.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do pop culture trivia night.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's in Wallsburg. That's coming
Sweet.
up August 28th. Yeah, that's the future. I mean,
Yes.
that's now. This is, I feel like the Avengers movie all over again here.
Gosh.
Yeah, there's a streamline and timelines go this way. Return, no, Avengers, nada. Okay.
Yeah, no, definitely.
You good?
I was just thinking in my mind, it's all right, move on.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're doing trivia night.
Yes.
That'll be some fun. We're trying to engage people in different ways, right? So for the trivia night, it's not in the ad. This is something we're in this
Is
thought
this a
by
sneak peek? Is this exclusive?
it just went out today. So
Kind
I'm
of
going to run this
exclusive.
idea past you. We're going to tell people, come on in, bring your groups, bring whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But when they walk in the door, we're going to give you a number, and we're going to break everybody up into teams.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. Forced teams. It's like
Surprise
Forced
teams.
networking. Love
forced
it.
networking.
You know, that really is good. It's networking it doesn't come easily to everybody, and there are some events that you go to where people just kind of sit in their chair. Sitting at networking events is like my biggest pet peeve.
It's awful.
You guys could take that
Oh,
home with you because I can't stand it.
It's terrible. That's why we're trying to do something different with
I don't mind
these,
approaching
so.
people, but approaching people that are sitting down, like having a conversation, like, "Hi, my name's Pat. What's your business?" You know, comes
Yep.
off.
Which is why in a
sounds-
speed dating thing, you are sort of forced to, again, to have that conversation, but you know it's timed. So if it's going terribly, that bell's going to ring and you can get out of there.
Yeah.
Got it.
So
Yeah.
the trivia night, you might get a little awkward in terms of the dynamics at start, but the goal is to answer some questions. So that group shared experience, that's the hope.
Good stuff.
So I'm trying to mix it up. Would you do that? Would that be something that you don't have to do the Wallaceburg? Would you? Does that make sense for you? Like,
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And I'm always I'm the guy that's like just harassing people in networking events. I love them.
that's fair. All right. Yeah, you're the quiet one in the room. Yeah. Thanks. What else we got going on? We're gonna do a mentors thing. We've got a mentoring event we're planning coming up as well. You should get up there. You should be a mentor.
I feel like somebody talked to me about that. I need a little bit more information before I sign
Okay.
up, but it sounds interesting.
We haven't got that out there yet, so I can't talk too much about it because it's not live. But if somebody really likes to mentor or really wants to be a mentor, reach out to Rose and I, and you can be part of that. But we can't talk too much about that. This is like the sneak peek of things coming forward.
I
right?
see.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
Okay.
What do we call it? High quality content, low production value. That's the.
Good. I say the key to life is lofty goals and low expectations.
That's right. Yeah. that's everything that's in my show notes here. Anything you also want to chat about since you're here?
Maybe we could just add in workplace safety and prevention services. October, we'll be holding some events with them. And I would highly recommend people check out their website. They have amazing resources to help you with safety checklist, with health and safety training, your responsibilities as an employer. So there's so much information on their website that is useful to all businesses, whether you have one employee or you have 100 employees. So great resources, as well as they will come into your business for free and help you through the process of anything you need related to safety.
What is their website?
WSPS.ca.
Okay, that's easy. That's easy enough.
What's your hyphen?
What's your website, by the way?
42north.ca.
Okay, 42north.ca.
42north.ca.
Okay, not North 42, right?
42
No,
North.
.ca. Okay, that last one was for Jordan. So awesome. Okay, great. Thank you for coming. Hey, anything else you want to plug while you're here? This is your opportunity.
Yeah, we're doing a push on for photography and businesses. Photography is a marketing tool. It's been a big thing that we've noticed could be used in Chatham-Kent. It's one of the most versatile marketing tools.
What do you mean by
this is
photography?
The most cost-effective. So literal like image and photography. So a lot of the way that you interact with content online, and sometimes quite physically, is photography, is our images, and the whole stock photography thing is dying out, and can really push down people's brands. Everybody knows it. You go to a site, you know a stock, you're like, these guys don't care. Or you create photography that doesn't quite represent the quality of your goods and services. Mm-hmm. So it's one of the base foundations of how people interact and how people engage with brands and businesses. So we've been doing kind of a push for that, showing people the possibilities and versatility of it.
Okay, have you got any good stories about some of the most terrible photography examples you've seen?
Oh man. I mean, you can just go on Facebook and start to look at things. I remember I was looking on Facebook and someone had put even on Facebook Marketplace, and someone was like selling like a vase or a basket, and all you saw was this leg covered in bandages in the background and like obviously in need of medical attention, and you just saw him like, buy this basket. I mean, like that's not going to come to your house and take pictures of you. But definitely, you know, like people show, like, unfortunately I've gone to businesses and like beautiful business companies who have amazing products and services, and you go to their website, it doesn't represent the quality and the workmanship that they're doing. And it's, you know, in the day's age of cell phones, it's easy to take a couple shots, but you know, when you really go online, you look at your competitors and you do a proper competitor analysis, that's a fantastic way to get a step up on your competition.
Gotcha. How long does it usually take you to start planning some photography? Like you've got...
That's the beauty of it. You can do it like quick. Unlike, you know, like developing a whole new website or developing keywords and copy and text for Google placement and videos are all huge projects. But photography, if you know what you like, you know what you do, and you know where you're putting it, you can do it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's great.
I think one of the things that sets you apart from some of the other people around here doing photography is that you've got quite the setup to be able to do photos. Like you've got the one room. What's the wall called?
A cyclorama.
Cyclorama.
For layman, it's the infinity wall. I always describe it, you know, when you watch The Matrix and they're in that white room and all the guns come flying at them. So we have the room that you can do that in. The
big white room and everything. You've got a green screen in there too, if I recall.
Green screen, yeah. Photo drops. You can drive a vehicle in there. It's big enough, so it's great for doing video and photography.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's something that's sort of unique in terms of what's around Chatham-Kent.
Yeah.
Even the area. You know, there aren't too many in some of the surrounding regions that have that or have it to the caliber that I've seen that you've got. It's quite the setup. So
yeah, shout
out to you.
We just had we were having a meeting with Mayor Caniff yesterday about incentivizing production companies to come in town, and that's one thing that I want, because I want them to use my studio.
Absolutely, of course, yeah, and create more that made in Chatham-Kent thing, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Drive that. So.
Yeah, we've done videos. We did some bigger production videos with Enbridge that have gone nationwide. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, using the studio with a couple other companies as well. So that's
cool. That's great.
Yeah.
All right, I think we'll wrap it up. Is there anything else you want to throw in? You're good?
Please tell me you guys have an outro jingle or something.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to get to music at some point.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'd like to just talk a little bit about our new strategy.
Do it.
I'd
Boots
love
on
for
the
it.
street. Yeah.
Tell.
The boots on the street. So instead of all of us concentrating on foreign direct investment, we're now...
we're getting eyes from the...
Yeah.
Okay, close the door and get out. He's not part of the podcast today. Go, get out. Close the door. You know the rule.
We're now focusing
Apologize
on
to everybody listening
local
or
industry,
watching.
large and small, and the economic development officers want you to call them up, invite them out to your business, and we'll come out. You can tell us things that are good. We'll help celebrate. We'll write stories. If you're having issues, we'll come out. We'll help you through any issues that you're having, try and help find resources to help you take care of any problems that you're having within your business, as well as we can invite the mayor to come along if it's a grand opening for a ribbon cutting, or if you'd like the mayor to just come out for a visit and you can tell him all about your business just to help with your marketing strategy or things that are going on within your business or your industry. So we want everyone to call us up here at Economic Development and invite us out to your business for a tour or a visit. We want to learn more about your business, whether you're a large industry or a small business.
Yeah, and that's investck.ca for our website, where you can find the phone number and emails and contacts and get a hold of Rosemary. We got to say, like Mayor Caniff, it's impressive to see how engaged he is with the community. He's been out to visit your location, as you said. But,
yeah, he's at the last week.
Yeah, he's been all over. So I'll give a shout out to him for doing a great job and
big ups.
So big ups.
To MC.
Yeah.
Mayor Caniff's very interested in hearing about your business.
He is.
Give
really
us
is.
a call. We'll bring him along.
Yeah. It's. I think one day he had 7 meetings scheduled, and we said, okay, there's another opening. And he goes, okay, I'm there. And
you guys have done a really good job of engaging and connecting the community, and I think that's what's important with rural communities like ours. Is letting people know where those resources are, and also letting people know what resources are available within the community itself.
Trying hard, man.
Yeah,
it's
doing a good job.
It's been a lot of fun. So it is a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of work. It's surprising. Who knew? Okay, well, investck.ca is us. You are at
42north.ca.
Okay, and what was your website again, just for the fun?
WSPS.ca.
Perfect. Okay, we'll see you later. Click. This is where we get our fancy. So yesterday, I'm recording this. I think we must have chatted with George.